guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the Peugeot E208. Now, it's been a long time since I've driven a Peugeot, but I will admit they have come a long way. This is E208, so this is the entry-level electric car for them with the claimed 217 miles. I've not seen that, but I'll come back to that in a bit. Right, this car, metallic silver, is the only option I can find on the car. About £34,000 this one. This is not like the Peugeot of old. This does feel a lot of quality material has been used. They've moved slightly more up market. Not as close as to some of those German manufacturers, but they're moving forward. Now, price 34, as I said, £34,000. Similar to most things around that kind of segment. Close matches with obviously the Corsa E. Part of the same family now. Now this car doesn't even have sat-nav in it. Peugeot's view is that you would have Apple CarPlay or Android Play and use that to kind of use a sat-nav, which is a clever idea. No heated seats. I'd expect heated seats in an electric car on the basis that, you know, if you're not going to use the aircon or the heaters, you want to be able to warm yourself up if you need to with heated seats. I've seen it pretty much in every car I've driven, every electric car I've driven, apart from this one. Design, it looks fantastic. I must admit, when it arrived with me, I did think, wow, it's a really good looking car, good stance on it. This is the GT line or GT derivative, so it is the best looking one. But again, no heated seats and no sat nav. You'd expect that to be standard. Nonetheless, lovely 3D display in front of me. Steering wheel, square, round, square. It's a good looking steering wheel. It feels like it's low, but it's not. It actually is on point, so you can actually see your display. Now the displays are, you know, this iCockpit, as they call it, is really funky. Right, range. I said to you that the car, or Peugeot, claim it can do 217 miles WLTP. I've seen 192. Now 192 is okay. That was yesterday when I charged it. When I got home, I lost a mile, which is fine, but I didn't use the car after that. It didn't move. It got parked in the drive and it did not move. And I'll tell you something, I'm a bit disappointed because I've woken up this morning, got in it, I'm down to 177 miles. How is that possible? So I'm in eco mode, I've got the aircon off, I'm still only getting 174 miles. Anyway, the car design looks good. I do like these seats, really nice. I love the green stitching in it. You got some mood lighting at the moment. It's set to green, so it kind of contrasts. The rear isn't massive amounts of room in the rear. However, 2 adults, not a problem, or 3 young kids. You're not going to get 3 adults in the back of this. Maybe on a very short journey, but it'll be uncomfortable for whoever's sitting in the middle. Boots are reasonable size. It's not the biggest, especially with the cables in the back. You can probably get away with it. Now, if this car is a second car in the household, you can get away with it, not a problem whatsoever. So from that perspective, I don't think it's a bad shout. Certainly from some of the, you know, it's not as, it's probably not on par with the EQA. It's probably wrong to say that, but the EQA is about 45 grand, where, you know, this is 10 grand cheaper. But Corsa E, I saw a Corsa E yesterday and I thought it was this Peugeot, so it looked exactly the same from the outside. This is a nice car. It's little things like not having heated seats or not having a sat nav already in there. I personally, I don't use Apple CarPlay. I just use Bluetooth, but not having that's a pain in the backside. Steering wheel's good. It's a reasonable car. £33,000 for a Peugeot, not sure, but you know, manufacturers will say R&D costs that's required to develop these cars and improve them over the years. So it's an interesting one. I think, I don't know anyone that's gone and bought themselves an electric car and spent their own money on it. And tell me if you have in the comments below. Tell me if you have actually gone out and you've done it rather than a company car or salary sacrifice, where it does financially work out cheaper. But it's interesting. Love the gear lever. Gear lever fits really well. Reminds me slightly of a BMW lever, if I can say that. Otherwise, it's just simple. It really is just simple. The fact that the cruise control is here, it's a bit of a pain in the backside to kind of set it. Not that I need it at the moment, but yeah, it's in like a blind spot behind the steering wheel, so it would be nice to have it on the dash or something like that. So with regards to the range in this Peugeot E208, as I mentioned, I charged it yesterday at 191 when I got home. I don't know how I've lost so many miles, but it's down to 177 when I got in the car today. I've been driving around today and I'm already down to 135. I've not even gone that far. I've only come into London. But even when you're using the aircon, the car doesn't get warmed up enough. It needs the heated seats to warm me up because the heaters aren't that good.